I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Gundam.
And this is Blue Collar
Sports. Hey, we have it. It's been a night, man.
It's been a night, a lot of trial and error, but we're going to work through it.
Just trials.
Kind of like Baltimore work through it on Thursday Night Football.
Show did, securing both of us for another pick, which makes the pick'ems 60 to 62. I am down. In my defense, I was in the hospital. I was with my... I was like, we're delivering a baby, man. I can't do these picks. And he's like, fuck it, just do a pick. So I just ran with it. That's my excuse.
Two of them.
That's my excuse. Anyways.
Editing Magic.
Sponsors.
Right here.
Hey.
Also, down in front, use the codes.
Use the code. And now, the moment everybody has been waiting for. Let's talk some shit, huh?
Let us talk some shits.
And we have another new blue collar member.
He will be introduced tomorrow night. You will also see the Code Red Code Man take. Also, tonight, you will also see Jimmy's Fantasy Men. Scratch that, picks.
That's right. Jimmy loves men in fantasy. Take
now,
that as you will.
Speaking of disappointments.
Oh, you call it that segment? That segment's one of my favorites. But
I'm talking about Jimmy.
I know that's what you're saying.
the Padres.
Oh, the Padres. You see the brown and yellow. That only means shit.
Respect.
I've been changing a lot of diapers lately. That's what it looks like.
But I will say this.
Go ahead. Let them have it.
Phillies won on Sunday. It was a rough day for me.
Okay. Fuck Philly.
Fuck Philly. In all fairness, we had our chance to win. We fucked it right off. Nothing but bright futures ahead. We'll get into that in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about signings and things like this. The cheaters versus the fuckers.
Going with cheaters, dog. I'm going with cheaters.
Every time. Now, I've changed my mind twice on this, folks.
He has.
Twice. I'm taking Philly in 6.
How can you say fuck Philly? What they done to you? You know what they did? They went into your house, nonetheless.
No, well, they won it in Philly.
But they won the games.
They won one game in San Diego. So.
They went in your house, man. They violated everything in your house.
I will say this.
And you're still taking Philly?
I will say this. And by no means am I trying to take away from what Philly has completed, but they did not beat San Diego. San Diego beat themselves.
The whole you didn't win, we lost.
Yeah. We had runners in scoring positions way more times than they did. They had 2 guys swinging the bat well. Bryce Harper showed up 2 of the 5 games. I can't.
That ball's in another area code, by the way.
No, it just landed.
Not yet.
Now it just landed. So I mean, there's that. No, I'm serious though. I really think that it was the Padres series to lose. Like I said, we did have more runners in scoring position. And that's really all I want to say about that.
And let's be honest, America wanted the Padres to win.
I feel like they didn't.
Well, no, because the announcers are so anti. It was crazy, dog.
All postseason long, they were anti-San Diegans.
And it was just like, yeah.
They were just against any San Diegan out there.
The Agans, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was ridiculous. It made me want to root for the Padres. And I was doing it anyways, just for Mark's sake, because he told me this sad little story. Hey, I was a little orphan. I had no clothes. The Padres were in the World Series.
I had faith. That's all I had.
And that's all he had. And they didn't go to home. That's what happened. So I voted for Padres. Obviously, fuck Philly. Now, let's not take that away. Philadelphia had an amazing run. Everything they did was right at the end of the year. They're hot right now. They are hot. But I think somebody that's even hotter in the playoffs, let's say this. How hot can you be in the playoffs? Not lose a single game in the playoffs? That's who I'm going with. The Stros are sweeping Philadelphia. I put my bet on, not sponsored, DraftKings. $4 wins $50.
Hey, wait, DraftKings? Hint, hint. We're here.
We're here. We use your everything.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Show some love.
Love.
Speaking of love,
Oh.
let's talk the exact opposite.
Oh.
With the great quarterback depression. The time is near, folks.
Hey, hey,
And someone's days are numbered.
please, sir.
May I have another?
May I have another chance to play quarterback? Matt Ryan, you may not!
You are the weakest link, sir. Goodbye.
Matt Ice Cold Ryan. On the bench.
Yeah.
For who?
Hey,
Bam Bam?
no, sir.
Bam Bam Sam?
Wait a second. There's something there. There's something there.
It's coming.
The new man, Sam.
Ooh, Bam Bam Sam, I like better.
Yeah, but the new man kind of stung worse.
Ellinger.
And it's time. It's his time. I will say this. Matty had a good run, and I did take some notes here.
Okay.
797 yards. Only 9 tutties. Okay.
For a former MVP
Now,
and Super Bowl player?
he equalized that with 9 picks. QBR of 42. Completion rating, 68.3.
Almost nice.
Those aren't winning numbers.
No.
I understand.
You want to know the numbers I have? This is my notes. If you don't believe me, buy my book for $5,000. I have next to Matt Ryan, I quote, dog shit. Thus, Bam Bam Sam gets the start.
All right. All right.
Need I say more?
All right. Well, you know what? You know what happens after this?
Let's hear it.
Life's a Mitch.
Oh,
Okay.
and then what?
But Pittsburgh
Okay.
is a garden, and sometimes you gotta pick it.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
all right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So, Mitch and Pickett, who do you got?
Well, next to my very legendary notes,
Yeah.
okay, Mitch, the note I have there is MVP, Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player.
I like it.
How can you argue with that?
I like it.
How? I picked Mitch before the season started. He was the backup to Josh Allen last year. That's only got to mean
Thought he
great
learned
things.
something.
He did learn something. And Kenny, 3 pick. It's.
Mm-mm.
I don't like. Kenny has a future.
He actually has 7.
Well, 3 last game. 7, you're just making my. I mean, let's not argue that one. I mean, I like Mitch a lot. Mitch can do better. Leave Pittsburgh, go to the Panthers, maybe. I don't know.
They've got a mess.
What do you got?
I'm sticking.
So I let me retract. I want Mitch to start. He's not going to because they committed to the rookie, which I respect.
Right.
But I like Mitch a lot.
Let me say this. I think Mitch could have a shot if he had a real coaching staff behind him. Not that
Ooh.
Tomlin and company aren't a real coaching staff. I don't think they're behind him.
I agree with that.
I think the Bears ruined this kid for some. It's going to take someone a lot of work to bring him back to life.
Matt, my wife is Nagy.
Yes.
Come on, man.
I like Pickett. I like the youth. I like the energy he's bringing out. He's already gunslinging, which has cost him, once again, 7 picks.
Yep.
Let's do a little comparison, right?
Okay.
Mitch, 797 yards. Pickett, 771.
Okay.
Mitch, 3 tutties.
Okay.
Pickett, 2.
Okay. And now the most important factor.
Mitch, 2 picks.
Okay.
Pickett, 7.
Hey, hold up the 5. That way they know.
Where was that? Oh, yeah, there it is. For QBR, 48.6 to 41.1.
I like Mitch.
So far, Mitch is winning. Completion rating, 60.9 to 68.5.
See? But Mitch is I just like Mitch a lot. I think Mitch has really gotten a shit end of the stick.
In a lot of years.
You know, and you can't act like Pittsburgh wasn't coming into this year like, oh, we just drafted a quarterback, we're not going to use him. I don't think Pittsburgh sounded right at the beginning of the year, but once you watched it, like a lot of injuries started piling up for Pittsburgh. It was more of like, let's just see what we got. And I think that's where Mitch kind of just fell victim to it. I don't think it was really his own play. No, granted, he wasn't throwing the ball like Patrick Mahomes.
But
It
like I
was
said,
just
I really
tough.
think that the Bears ruined him. And then to not have a coaching staff that's going to fully invest into this kid.
They were, we all agree, they were more invested in Pickett.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
Taylor, the sailor, because I'm on that fucking boat.
Heineke.
Versus Carson Wentz
And gone.
What you got?
Obviously.
It's so
Obviously.
fucking obvious.
Super 4.
That's right. You want to know my notes?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I got my Marvel and DC.
Oh.
Fantastic
There it
Four.
is. There it is. I don't think a single one of our viewers know what the fuck that. I don't know what the fuck that
But
means.
the Fantastic Four.
Love it.
Taylor.
Now, before you go deep dive, because that's what you do,
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you my notes, and you can quote me on my $5,000 book. Next to Taylor, they fucking win. That's the notes I got.
You wanna
They
know
do.
what I got?
They do.
Taylor, 1 game and 1 win.
That's right.
I mean, what do you need? What do you need?
What do
I
you
mean,
need?
for reals.
How do you throw a pick six against one of the alleged top defenses in the NFL against Aaron Rodgers,
Hey.
and you still win?
Hey,
Who does that?
in all fairness,
The Heine.
I don't think that was Taylor's fault.
No. That's debatable.
I'm saying it's a good play on the defense.
Hey, we for you.
Sometimes you gotta tip your cap.
That's right. That's right. You throw a change up hard of the plate and it goes homer. Hey, you thought he was gonna take one.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
that's not what the scouting report said.
Right. With you.
Let's move it on down the line. Big Mac or a Zappy meal? What you got?
The Mac Attack.
The
Party Pack.
The Heart Attack. Mac Jones.
Versus Zappy Hour.
Hmm.
I can, again, my notes say, and I quote, I don't know. It is literally, I'm going with Mac. I am, because he has more to prove. He is your number one. He is your first overall pick in that draft for the Patriots. I think you have to invest more time in Mac. I think he has more potential than Zappy. There's less film on Zappy. I wouldn't cut ties with Mac just yet. But Belichick, you doing him dirty.
Mm.
What do you got?
I got one big ass fucking complaint against the NFL
Ooh.
for that camera getting in the fucking way.
And ESPN came out and said it didn't hit the camera. But to my eyes, and I have 20/20 vision, folks,
Hey.
I make fun of people with glasses.
Nerds.
Hit the fucking wire.
I don't have any solid little comparison, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to say some numbers.
Okay.
You tell me who you're going to take. Quarterback number 1.
Okay.
781, 5 tutties, 3 picks, a QBR of 35.3,
Okay.
and a 70.7 completion rating.
Okay.
Quarterback number 2, 799, 2 tutties, 6 picks, a QBR of 33.6,
Okay.
and a 65% completion rating.
That's kind of tough, not gonna
Who
lie.
you got?
Give me one.
That is Mac.
Yep.
That is Mac. Now, in all fairness, he had more games.
Right.
Um,
Who do you take in that?
Here's the thing. I'm still behind Mac. Because let's face it.
Zappy has the better numbers, but I like Mac. But I know.
Face it. Zappy came in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
Nobody had film on him. Nobody knew who the fuck this guy was.
Yep.
Third string. More power to him, by the way.
Yep.
But we have not seen what it's going to be like when people got film. They've got a game plan against him. We don't know. I'm sticking with Mac because that's what I wouldn't say was working, but it definitely wasn't against you.
And the only reason why I knew the answer to your question was because I dove deep on Mac, because we have a bet, and I just can't quite find what the stakes were. But but he chose Mac as his bounce back player of the year, and I'm trying to find what
drink on command.
Was it. It's about to happen, bud. He's already been benched once. I mean, it's about to happen. No, I like Mac. I do. I was really hoping for him. I think, like I said, Zappy just doesn't have any film. Once they get more film on Zappy, it's over. Now, time to somebody that they have plenty of film on.
What you got?
We going back to Dak.
Okay, it's a very sensitive subject.
Versus Cooper Rush to the bench.
Ooh.
I had no faith in Cooper Rush. He went above and beyond my expectations.
Right.
He did. Why is this a topic? Why is this on here? It's because you, media, not you fans, but you media, trying to make this an issue that is not an issue. In my notes, I have written to Dak.
Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's kind of obvious. One, you paid one of these two men a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Two, you asked one of these two men to play football only if the other man goes down. Three, let's not lose sight of what one has done for you for longer of a time. And lastly, I mean, obviously, I'll do respect to Coop. I mean, hey, I like Rush. I think he's got a shot somewhere.
Solid backup. Probably going to get paid a lot.
Arguably the best backup in the league right now after what he displayed.
Yeah.
However, that big night, primetime football,
Ouch.
big rival, right? And he was part of the reason that they lost.
Not part of. That motherfucker was the reason we lost.
So all I'm saying is, it wasn't broke when that offense was working. There was other items that took in effect when that team lost.
Broke Dak Mountain.
Yeah, I would agree. No, I'm sticking with Dak.
There you go.
I'm sticking with Dak. Moving along. Cooking something up. Some would say baking, right?
Who would say that?
Only one man.
Jimmy.
Because the only thing he's cooking up is a whole mess of L's.
No, you got that wrong. He's in the bakery. He's doing his job. He's serving up turnovers. PJ all day.
Ooh.
AP, you're giving that to
love
PJ
it.
now because the XFL MVP, who?
Who?
PJ Walker
Huh?
versus Baker the Mistaker. I don't hate you, Baker. You just done me dirty too many times betting money. I got PJ over Baker. Ride the hot hand. It's goalie time, right?
Here's the thing.
You're in NHL. You ride the hot hand. What you got?
Here's the thing. PJ had a good day. Now, I'm not saying Baker's your guy.
Okay.
I'm saying Baker's your guy for right now.
Are you saying
I don't
Baker
think- I don't
is
think-
the new Teddy Bridge
Hey.
quarterback?
Baker, Strawberry Mayfields forever. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is rolling with the experience, keeping PJ all day real close. That's all I'm saying.
Now, sensitive subject. We're going to kind of piggyback off of Pat McAfee right now.
Okay.
I don't like how Aaron Rodgers came off in that interview. Now, I love Aaron Rodgers. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Okay? Love the guy. We've reached out to him to be on the show. Okay?
I think he's just busy.
He's very busy. He's a busy man. I just don't like that last interview saying, I agree. Those players that are dropping these many passes, running the wrong routes, it's a problem. But I don't think you should broadcast that on air because we had the same feeling about Kyler Murray doing the same exact thing to his wide receivers. Now, why is it okay for Rodgers to do
And you're
it?
passing the blame. Now, here's the thing. Before anybody at home says, well, he said the same thing in preseason.
Right.
Hold it there. In preseason, he was talking to a bunch of guys that hadn't made the team yet.
Right.
And he made it very clear, make the play, we will find someone who will. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. But I do completely 1,000% agree. You keep your dirty laundry inside your house.
I agree. We
You
said the
can't-
same thing about Kyler. Like,
Yeah,
it's no
you can't
different.
come back out and you can't. Now, it's definitely okay to express frustration. We're not clicking. We stink. Insert metaphor here. However, The main key term there is we, not them.
I agree.
So, I mean, for me, Aaron, I get it. I get your frustration. There were
We
a
all
lot of drop
understand.
passes. Yeah. I honestly, and here's my thing. As a Packers fan, it kind of hurts to say, I think Aaron's found himself in, what would one say, new territory. I don't think...
So what's your prediction? All right, here we go. Asking a Packers fan live. Excuse me, Mr. Cheesehead. Pretty sure you should get that checked by a doctor, by the way. What is your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers' future, not only as a Packer, but as a quarterback in the NFL?
I will say this. There's a lot of football left.
Okay.
It is possible to be turned around at this point in the season. However, if it is not, I don't think Aaron stays. I think he sees a rebuild at his doorstep and he calls it a day. Now, I do not think he goes anywhere else in the NFL unless the team that essentially the team that buys him, let's just be real,
right,
is an already contender.
Rams, Niners?
I don't know if it'll be in the NFC. I don't know if it'll be in the AFC.
I feel like it would have to be in the NFC.
That's obviously yes.
It's the easiest conference in football right at the moment.
Yes, but here's my problem though. A lot of the better teams are in the AFC.
Right.
So I don't know, and I'm just speaking honestly. I don't know if he's going by potential, already established, or if he says fuck it and he gives it another shot in Green Bay. I highly doubt he does. To be honest, I'm surprised he stuck around as long as he has without getting any help.
Which good on him, huh?
Yeah.
Let's give him a round, huh?
Yeah, no, definitely. You gotta give him some love, gotta give him some respect on that, and we can't forget that.
Because all these Packers fans are calling quits right now. They're saying Aaron quit on us. Guess who just signed a deal with the Packers?
Yeah, Aaron didn't quit. We just got a younger team than everybody was anticipating.
Yeah. A lot of defense, a lot of defensive picks. You know, I mean, I don't know what you'd have to do to.
Here's the problem: we had a top 3 defense last year, and the first thing we do is draft a defensive player in the first round.
Linebacker, nonetheless.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
We haven't drafted a receiver in 20 years.
First round.
That's what I meant. First round. So, do with it what you will. Like I said, I don't see Rodgers staying if we don't turn it around.
Now, turning it around, does that mean DJ Moore to the Packers?
You know who I would love to see?
Who would you love?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'd love to see DJ Moore in a Packer uniform. Right. Guess who's been on the trade block?
Whoa, who?
Guess who's been dabbling?
Oh, don't you say it.
Guess who's been... Oh, all right, I got 2 players, actually.
Okay.
Unsigned talking.
Oh,
now, granted, there was a big hint saying elsewhere.
But they just got a receiver, didn't they?
They sure did.
Are you talking the old BJ?
That's what I'm talking about. He is unsigned and still flirting with the idea of wearing the green and gold.
OBJ to the Packers confirmed by Mark.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Who's your second guy?
That's an option. There's been a guy out there.
Okay.
And now here's a guy.
I
want to see if I can quote the reporter. I seen this article earlier. Someone's looking to deal.
Okay.
Stand by.
So we got a wide receiver ?
Yes.
So we got a wide receiver. Is it NFC?
I believe it was.
NFC wide receiver on the trade block.
Yes, it was. Stand by. I want to quote the reporter just in case I look stupid.
Okay.
And I'm not going to be able to find it now.
Not going to be able to find it. Now, what we did talk about this offseason was the Packers should have gone after Amari Cooper. And now that is proving to blow up in their face as Amari Cooper is having a great season as a Brown. And as a Cowboys fan, hey. Good on you, Coop. Fucking miss you, Coop. Coop, I fucking miss you, man.
Dude, I'm not finding it. This is going to kill me, guys, because I'm telling you, they were looking to deal. But I don't want to say it now because if I can't find it and it doesn't happen, then I look even worse.
Just say who you want then. Go ahead.
Oh, who I want is way different.
The people want it.
Who I would like to see in a Packer uniform tomorrow
Okay.
is Jalen Waddle.
That'd be difficult. That would be.
Obviously, it's never going to happen,
That'd
right?
be-
But that's Mark's Christmas list.
Are you willing to give Aaron Rodgers for that?
And like half of Green Bay.
Yeah.
No, I get it. But yeah, you just said who you wanted. I didn't
Right,
think there
right,
had to be any sense
right.
behind it.
So while you look, I'm gonna bring up another topic. Okay.
Yeah, let me know what you got.
So here's another touchy thing for you. Okay. The Vikings are looking strong.
Yeah. I hate
You
that.
called the red flag on me for saying Vikings
Through
are
the
gonna win.
challenge flag. I did.
Are you starting to regret that?
Not at all.
Not at all.
The
Sitting
Vikings
at
are going to
5-1?
do some Viking shit.
Oh my lord, the Vikings! I got faith in the Vikings, except against the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to walk all over the Vikings. What do you say about that?
The Cowboys walking all over the Vikings?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Oh, there we go.
I agree. But
Okay.
here's the thing.
Oh, another thing. Why you keep looking? Cowboys, Eagles. Who's winning that division?
I am going to stand by what I said 4 weeks ago,
Okay.
and I'm staying with the Cowboys. Sorry. The Eagles will show their true colors halfway through the season. Mark my words.
Now we're about to approach halfway through the season. Are they going to show their true colors against next? Hey, dun 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 dun.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Thursday night football.
Yeah, that's where everyone falls apart.
Against the Houston Texans. Is that where it's going to all fall apart?
I don't think so.
Oh, you gave me so much hope, and then you walked away with it all.
Dude, it's going to kill me. I'm sorry. I cannot find it. Therefore, I will not bring it up.
Now, what about, now hear me out, somebody that's been in a bit of trouble with the NFL?
Okay?
Somebody that may have been jimmying
Uh-oh.
along the NFL?
Uh-oh.
A Calvin Ridley?
Ooh.
Now, he's not going to play this year, but if you can guarantee, and now I truly believe Calvin Ridley is a number one wide receiver in the NFL. Would you be okay? Do you think Rodgers would be okay saying, hey, guys, we traded a fifth round pick for Calvin Ridley?
If I can guarantee a Rodgers stay, yeah, I'd go after Ridley.
What if you can't? What's the move?
I start over.
Just build? Okay.
You have to. You have to. Because
Jair's
here's the
out?
point. Here's the point. No, defensively we're staying.
Okay.
You don't touch
Cooper
the
Rush?
defense.
Did the Packers
Hey,
confirm?
At this point, who would be against it? And you're hoping for a miracle draft or someone solid.
Okay. Another hypothetical. Jordan Love is the starting quarterback for the Packers entering the off season. So you have all free agency, all draft day to think about it. Is he going to be your starting quarterback if you had the option to?
If it was up to me, if I was making the calls, I wouldn't want him.
Would Jimmy G be?
I'm not getting Jimmy G.
Would Cooper Rush be?
I'm gonna make a splash move.
Are you trading up in the draft, which you were supposed to do for Mac Jones?
No, because I'm gonna blow my wad on this next
Oh,
trade.
the whole wad is coming out.
Yeah.
boys.
Check this out. I'm making an unforeseen trade
Okay.
for a veteran.
Okay. Kirk?
For a veteran in the NFC.
Kirk?
For a veteran in the NFC that is making waves.
Kirk?
Taylor Heineke.
Oh.
As a child, he idolized the Packers. For right now, that's my guy. That's who I would go after. It's not going to be expensive. We have a solid guy, solid arm.
A winner? You know why I had my hands on my head?
Why?
'Cause I fucking love Heineke. Okay? I hate for him to be a rival of the Cowboys.
Hey, he
But I
couldn't,
don't
he
want
couldn't
him to
wear
be
the
a
number 4 over
Packer.
here. But
Heineke, go to the Packers. We just might have broke something open.
I'm just saying. And I do not think they would have to give away half as much as someone else.
No, not at all. I like Heineke a lot. I go out of okay.
Solid, keeps his head about him. Yeah, he's going to make some mistakes. Obviously, his age is older than his age in the game,
Right.
but a lot of promise.
So now I know I'm a Cowboys fan wearing an Eagles jersey. Okay, that is by that's not
I love that. I love that about you.
It is my fault, but not entirely my fault. A lot of fuck ups along the way by professional people, may I say.
I like it.
But I could not help myself but to root for the Washington football team when Heineke was their guy. I really couldn't. I wanted them to beat the
And
Buccaneers.
Scary Terry, I feel like, did way better when
Right,
Taylor was taking the snaps all
I
season.
wanted Taylor to win, and that hurts me knowing that. And now I go back, the Cowboys and Redskins rivalry, okay? That was such a big thing. And RG3 knocked us out of the playoffs back in like 2014, and that hurt me. That crushed my soul.
But it hasn't been a real rivalry for a long time.
But when Taylor Heineke got to the league, it just when you get older than players, because right now we are older than players at the moment, and it hurts me to say that. Really, what have I done?
Only by a couple years.
Yeah. we almost retired out of the league.
We took the scenic route to coolness.
But you find yourself rooting for NFL players, and unfortunately, I root for a Commanders quarterback.
Yeah.
Which is Taylor. Taylor, go find yourself a real team that wants you. The Packers might be your guy.
Hey, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not against it. Jimmy, plug that in.
Technical difficulties, we good.
Yeah, do things. We have a guy on it.
Yeah, we do.
No, I do. I think the rebuild doesn't have to be so damn bad.
Right.
We can get a guy who's going to be solid. We can get a guy who will be promising, maybe not to the promised land, but so that we're not embarrassing ourselves.
And the Bears.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on that level.
don't.
I predicted the Packers will be the Jets for the next 5 years.
But they were still better than the Bears.
They had Dirty Sanchez. That's right. And now, since we mentioned his name, the time we've all been waiting
And
for.
some editing magic.
Jimmy's
Right here.
Fantasy Man Nightcap. Boom!
What's up, guys?
What's going on,
How
big
does
fella?
it feel to
Peter.
be Siegfried and Royd right here? Fucking boom!
Oh, it's just the best feeling, except for, I'm sitting between two guys, but,
Hey, that should be the best feeling
we're
in the
just
world.
going skiing today, huh?
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now-
some action on the show.
Finally. We don't have porn stars yet, but Jimmy's about as close as we get.
One
Oh,
day,
Day. Hey, let's
Jimmy,
talk.
let's talk
Some
shit.
Jack.
First, as always, got thrown the old Dipsy, huh?
And everybody at Humfuck You, yes, I did chase it with a Coke, and I don't care. Tonight is a rough night. Don't care in the slightest.
Maybe
Now.
you should.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. Now, Jimmy.
Let's do a recap.
What you got?
Let's do a recap on the weekend, huh?
Of your what?
Of our
Of your what?
fantasy men.
There it
There it
is.
is.
All right, let's hear it.
Won $100, by the way. Let's get it.
Tonight?
Nope, not
Last
tonight.
week.
Last night.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Andrews fucked me badly tonight.
Hey, and you sitting between two men. You just had Jack in your mouth. Mark Andrews
A lot
fucked
going
you.
on this
That's
show.
a lot. That's a lot of action.
So let's
So
start with
you're
our
saying
key-
it's a regular Saturday night for you?
Yep. Starting with our QBs, huh? Joe Burrow finally showing up to be number one QB again
Hey.
with 42
The
points.
baddie from Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
And then, surprisingly, just found this out tonight. I don't know where I missed this, but Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes,
Danny Dimes.
31.
Quick take, real quick. I saw this one guy say that he was the worst quarterback in the league.
No, it's Mac Jones. No, sorry. I am so sorry, Mac Jones. It is Baker
trick
Mayfield.
bits.
No, there was somebody. No, I'm
Baker.
telling you, there was somebody on Barstool Sports today that said that.
Was it Frank? Was it the bigger guy? The heavier set guy with the chew toy as a necklace?
No, I would remember that
Okay.
for sure. I would remember that.
All right.
He was an older.
We love you, Frank.
He was an older, bigger dude, but no, definitely not Frank.
It was probably Frank. He's a Miami fan.
No, he was wearing a Patriots hat.
He probably had to do that on a dare. It's probably Frank. He has a Lego chew toy as his necklace.
Okay. Either way.
Moving on, we have Mahomes with 30.
There you go. You're a fantasy man.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, running backs, Jacobs. I kind of saw it coming. I even called it last week.
He did.
The running back to take 39 points.
Mm.
Killed it. And then Eckler,
You might want to rethink that trade, huh?
I don't know, man.
You're looking towards the future. You don't want to win this year, huh?
I figured I wasn't gonna win. It's not that I don't want to. I just figured I wasn't.
See, Jimmy and I are competing for about $180, and Mark
And,
is over there donating to the cows.
Hey,
22
Hey,
points behind
Joey.
you, buddy.
Joey, $180.
Million.
And then Eckler finally showing up, huh?
Yeah,
For
finally.
the last 3 weeks, now put up 36
What do
points
you mean?
again.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Finally,
Because the first 3 weeks he didn't do dog shit.
first
Dog
2
shit.
weeks
3 weeks.
3 weeks
did enough for me.
to be 3 and 4.
4 and 4 and 3.
Was it the last 4 weeks that he did 30 points?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. All right.
And then Walker stepping in for Penny.
Not only Junior Walker, but Junior Walker the third.
Hey,
31 points.
Walker, Seattle Ranger.
And back to the Bengals with Jamar Chase with 36 points.
Who is
Jamar
now
from afar, but literally from
playing.
afar.
Yeah, far from playing. Out 4 to 6 weeks.
Ouch.
That's
Which
right.
moving on to the next Bengal everyone should be looking at, Mr. Tyler Boyd.
Who I have on my trade block
With
Mark.
32 points that same game.
Come on,
Alright.
man.
No.
And then
He scored more than Eckler, or almost more.
Yeah.
Smith Schuster finally had a blowout game with 28 points.
Juju spreading that juju.
I think he's found his. And Schuster finally having a breakout game with the Chiefs.
Mm.
I've been waiting on, and I picked him. Helped contribute to my $100.
There you go. He was calling that juju, lifting up all them 28.4 points.
Oh, you know it. And then let's move to tight
The
ends,
tightest,
The tightest of ends.
but not so much this week.
Ah,
Kittle with 21, the only tight end. we're picking.
Wait. Ready for this? George, you're calling the pot and the Kittle black?
Ooh, except white.
Right.
That's why it's funny.
And then we drop down to Kelsey, who's surprising low numbers for him with 15 points.
There
And
you
then Njoku with his old 14. That's
And
about
he's
it for
out
tight
now.
ends.
Yeah,
He's
he's
out.
out.
That
The
killed
tightest
me.
of end is
Yeah.
out now.
and it's not Njoku, it's Njoku.
Mm,
Like
Njoku.
Jimmy sucks cocks dicks.
Dicks. So now, speaking of dicks, take me to your toughest of D's this week.
Ooh.
What D gave you the most trouble?
Pep in your step.
The old Cowboys with 22 points.
Hey, you hear that? The big
Hey, it's
D.
hey, and
fucking back.
you're acting like I was saying different. I've been advocating for their defense all week.
Been advocating for my D.
season. I said their defense.
My D.
No, sir.
I support this team. I pay their wages. That's my D.
No, you're
The
paying
only thing I
Vegas.
see is Eagles.
You ain't looking close enough, buddy. I can't tell you
We'll
any
have Kirsten
bigger.
edit that out.
There you go.
And
Now.
then moving on to Titans defense, putting
Ooh.
up 19 points.
All right. A tight D, huh?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Followed with the Chiefs with 13. That's just because I didn't select a third.
Oh.
Good D. Good D.
You just gotta say it, right?
Yeah. So,
Now,
some picks to look for this following week, huh?
let's see it.
Obviously Tua is back.
My guy, Tua? You don't have his guy, Mac?
No.
And that's about it. No more nicknames for Mac, huh?
Hey, wrong, sir. Because Jimmy is going to turn the entire fantasy season over.
Because Tua's going to be number one
Because
quarterback.
he ain't picking the Mac attack, the party pack, the heart attack, Mac Jones.
I just want to be
I ain't
fair.
saying it with you.
Monday night, I picked Mac Jones after that third drive. I thought, fuck all my
In
bets
all
tonight.
fairness.
That's how Mark's been feeling this whole bounce back play. By the way,
all fairness, it was Wasn't the right time yet.
Okay, all right. We only have.
I thought that non-stop. I stared at that screen watching the game. I was like, well, I'm just going to turn this off. Fuck my bets. Fuck everything about this game. I had Mac Jones on everything because he was back, and that was a poor choice.
So now, who are you also putting your hard-earned money on this week?
I'm looking at Andy.
The
Dalton.
Red Rockets?
Yes, sir. Going against Vegas. Why not?
Why not?
Ooh.
Jimmy's going against Vegas every week, 4 times a week.
Oh,
He's
you
also
know it.
donating to Vegas.
4 times a week.
That's right. It happens.
Yeah.
Nah,
So,
I will turn for this one.
this is never a bad pick at all. I'll tell you that right now. Most expensive QB
Jalen,
to
it
pick.
hurts Joey.
Most expensive
When I
QB to
pee.
pick. But
He's also my fantasy quarterback, so go off, man.
yeah, he's against Pittsburgh.
There you go.
Why? Hey, why not? Look
Hey,
what Josh Allen did. To
And then
Pittsburgh.
spoiler alert, next week against the Texans, you might as well, huh?
Every time.
Every
Super
time.
easy.
The only problem
easy.
is he is 8,300, so you're gonna have to sacrifice position for
That's
him.
right.
But moving on to our running backs.
And mind you, folks, all prices and all price points are coming off of the DraftKings
Yes.
app.
Yep.
That's right.
I was going to say the DraftKings show.
But they don't have us on us.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I
not
will
yet.
say, I do know FanDuel is not much different. They are pretty close.
And sidebar,
We're not English. We don't duel.
we don't duel. But Mark,
With
Jimmy, and I,
DraftKings.
we don't duel. But we can sure swing a club.
You're damn right.
We golfed with some DraftKings associates, some representatives, and
And if y'all could just show us some love.
yeah, we posted it on Instagram. And not only did we go to a tough course, but we finished 5 under on a very tough course. And that is not including our hole-in-one that Jimmy did not put into our
No.
scorebook.
Our other teammate.
Hey, wait a second. I just want to talk about my first drive of the day. Was less than 20 yards from the green.
And I hit many of birdies, including one live one.
In
was-
front of the clubhouse. I thought we were going to get kicked off the course.
I did too. It was our 3rd swing of the day.
We would have recorded it, but we were in front of the clubhouse, so we try to act like humans because we have the technology.
And I
But,
became a barbarian.
But hey, he Randy Johnsoned that entire being.
Yeah, there is one less bird among us now. So one less CIA camera. You're welcome.
R.I.P.
Yeah, hey, by courtesy of Blue Collar Sports. Now back to Jimmy's men.
Hunter Henry.
Uh-oh.
8,400.
Double H, and that's not just a boot, folks.
Just be cautious.
Are you sure that's not Derrick Henry?
That is Derrick Henry.
There it
Be cautious.
Oh,
That whole division. When it
I got
comes to
hyped on Hunter.
division
I got
games-
hyped on Hunter. What do you said, Hunter?
Nope, we're all running backs.
Derek Hunter's Henry.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, Hunter. You're a good tight end, but not a good running back.
Just be cautious. That division is pretty rough going against each other.
That
But
is
it's
true.
Henry. He may still put up high points. And Walker.
Wait,
Junior.
Would you say Snoop Dogg high?
Ooh.
Or would you just say like Post Malone high?
Right.
Now we're going to Snoop.
No,
Oh, Snoop
straight up
Dogg.
there.
And then he's got Walker Jr.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he's
Uh-oh.
still a 6,500. That is a steal after what he's showing
And
he can do.
that's why they didn't name him Dr. Quinn or Medicine Woman.
That's right. And now who do you have painting up the next defense, huh?
Uh-oh.
Or sorry, not
Yeah,
painting.
yeah,
The piano.
yeah.
Mozart?
Mozart?
Oh, that's what I heard.
Oh,
Hey, just
Against
making
Detroit.
beautiful music
That's
for
right.
beautiful people.
Not painting music.
Yeah, he's only 5,900 going against Detroit.
Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Take everybody against Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Now your widest
Mm.
receivers.
Hey, wide open in the center like a donut.
Throw it in like a hot dog down a hallway. Who you got?
Tyreek Hill.
Woo! My
Wait,
wide receiver.
so what you're telling me
Uh-oh.
is the cheetah he's killing cougars kind of like Zach Milson, but he's just running faster. That's what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By far. Then we got Lockett, huh?
Lock it
DK
in.
Metcalf being hurt.
Mm.
You gotta hit that second string.
and another D, but this one starts with a J.
Hey, give me
I did in fantasy.
a whole lot.
More.
There it
That's
is.
what I'm saying.
We go against Atlanta.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 1 receiver for the team. Let's get some points off him. Huh?
And you got a
Only
high-
$5,300.
And you got a high-paid rookie on here.
Oh yeah,
What's his name?
Olive.
Olive.
Something like that. Something like
Alave, but I like Olive. I like Olive. I
I was
fucking
gonna say, we want to reach out an Olive Ranch.
yeah. I was
To
gonna.
his people to say sorry.
Yeah.
I was totally gonna correct you to say Olive, but you beat me to the punch, man. I fucking love it.
Olave.
And that's why he's got Dalton there, because he's only gonna be throwing touchdown strikes to Olave.
You damn
Hey.
straight.
Hey.
Hey.
they don't get that.
They don't get that
They
yet.
don't get it.
Back to the tightest of ends.
Ooh,
Zach Ertz.
ballards. Bringing us back to Xavier Howard might be in
Some trouble there.
some penitentiary trouble.
Some penetration trouble. I mean, penitentiary trouble.
He penetrated somebody and it got into a whole lot of trouble. If you don't know,
Moving
now you
on.
know.
Moving on along to Jimmy Neutron's dog.
And we got Goddard.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
get it.
Dallas.
Come on.
Goddard.
They're against Pittsburgh. Come on. You gotta take them.
Dallas.
Anybody on the Dolphins or the Eagles right now are safe bets. They're going to go against Detroit and Pittsburgh. Come on.
And
Pittsburgh's defense pretty decent though.
No.
They still giving up a lot of
they
points.
getting
Come on.
they be giving up the D.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do. They do.
They do.
I
Their
just
D
wanted-
their
I
D
just
be
wanted to-
bending.
I just wanted to see what Jimmy had prepared for an argument.
Hey, there's the argument.
We watched the Bills and Steelers.
That's right.
Come on.
I bet on the fucking Steelers, man.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
And now, have fun pronouncing this hockey of a name.
Jaceki.
Gasecki.
No, it's Jaceki.
I call him Gasecki.
Well.
The king of the gritty.
And he's only 3,800.
To be fair,
Safe
he even said,
bet.
"I'm gonna keep this to the house."
That's just because he got some hate.
Is he? Hey, is he being? What is it called? Humble.
No, he's being. I don't know if I can say this, but he's being shackled. Not blackballed, but whiteballed into not doing dancing when he celebrates. There, I said it.
And white guys ain't got rhythm. It
They
happens.
don't. They don't.
And let's jump into our defenses, huh?
Back to back big D's. What you got?
I gotta start off with Dallas against Chicago.
And I say, we deliver the D
The shy is definitely shy of the end zone.
of my D.
And then how about Patriots? Their defense has been standing pretty
But
good.
wait a second. You got the Cougar Hunter. You got the Cougar Hunter on that.
Absolutely, he is the D.
Uh-oh. Jets. Jets. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Ooh, you heard it here first,
I'm
folks.
sure.
I'm not agreeing, though.
And then, again, Dolphins against Detroit. You gotta take that. You just got to.
Now, go ahead and tell us your patented name.
Wait a second. Do it correctly, just like we practiced.
All right.
Here we go.
Jimmy's protected picks.
It's funny because Jimmy also means
condom, and you have to put a condom on to be protected, or else you end up like Xavier Howard. And now, proceed.
and now we're going on.
Yeah.
Here's the team line that we have put up. It is Tua
Okay.
for QB, followed
My
with
guy.
Walker and Mozart. All right. With Hill, Olive, and Moore. Okay.
Love it.
With Jaceki, and we had to go with Campbell, the number 2 receiver of Indianapolis, followed with Patriots defense. Here we go. Let's get it, huh?
Jimmy is
Win
placing
me money.
Jimmy is placing real life money. You're seeing it here now. And thank you, Jimmy. It has been an honor to talk some shit.
As
with you.
always, sir, good job. And DraftKings, wait a second before we go there. Throw us some love, huh?
Please. I
Help.
give you money every
About
week.
time.
Help a motherfucker out.
Multiple times a week. Come on.
And Jimmy's
We
got me into
we
it now.
finna be Section 8 if you ain't step in right now.
Sexy 8.
and now
Editing magic.
1, 2,
Did it? No.
There it is, folks. If you ever need help just getting rid of somebody, let us know because we got a guy.
We have 50% of our viewers are female, by the way. We know how to get rid of a guy. Pretty
Right
quickly.
there, in less than 10 days.
Yeah.
But
He will be shaving his head soon.
hey, we're gonna have a bet.
We
It's
are.
gonna happen.
We are.
It's gonna happen. You know what else is gonna happen?
What else has 0 losses against our bets versus Jimmy?
Let's start with Milwaukee.
Are you talking about the National Basketball Association?
I am, and it's kicked off
Mm.
or tipped off.
Woo.
One would say. Milwaukee leading the conference 3-0.
Love it.
Cleveland 3-1.
Okay.
Sorry, Believeland.
Ooh.
This one holds a special place in my heart
New York?
because they just not New York, but they just sucked
Okay.
forever.
All right.
The Knicks in third. Now it's early, I know that, but let's let them have this. Huh? 3-1.
I picked New York to do very well last year, and they broke my damn heart last year, man. Do well, New York. You got Julius Randle locked up. Let's do something with it.
Agreed. Boston 3-1. Washington 3-1.
Ooh.
Atlanta 3-1. Toronto 3-2. Chicago 3-2. And that's where I stop because I don't give a fuck about anybody
I
else.
will say, let me cut you off. We got Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and Miami losing teams right now, and I 100% expect
They'll be back.
these teams are gonna win.
Yeah,
they're gonna win more.
They're gonna
than
be all right.
They're better than what the record says right now, and I know Ben Simmons is playing like absolute dog shit.
Yeah, I think the Pacers are gonna be fine too. I don't think they're gonna be
No.
that far down.
No, the Pacers are contending
You're
for
right.
that
No,
7-foot
no.
man in the
No,
draft.
they're definitely gonna move up to 10th.
Where they at? No, they ain't. No, they ain't. They definitely dropping. Detroit has some songs.
You think the Pistons in Orlando are gonna fucking?
I think the Pistons are gonna surprise a little bit of people by being not so
Not
dog
last.
shit. Yeah. But Orlando, it's pretty obvious what you're doing now.
Let's move it out west. What you got?
So we got Portland going 4-1, and Dame has been Dame time. And then you got Memphis, right?
No, what you should have said was, "It's about
Dame
time."
Hey, Dame won me money.
Mm.
Good on him. I won like $15 off
You
that
want some Dame money?
on the Dame DraftKings.
Uh-oh.
Sponsor us. And then I got Memphis, who also won me some DraftKings money. They 4-1 as well, and Utah, which I didn't use any DraftKings money,
Fair.
4-1. Phoenix 3-1 with a huge win against Golden State the other night, where Klay Thompson was ejected for saying, "Hey, 4 rings, motherfucker!" against Devin Booker, which Devin Booker went to say, "Hey, I fucked a bunch of females, and like 4 females are pregnant after visiting the Phoenix Sun facility," which Monty Williams, coach, you have to be like, okay, what do we got going on here?
Let's address some
Let's get
situations.
this going on here. And then you got the Pelicans, who won without Zion Williamson, and they are 3-1 right now. Then you got Denver,
Uh-oh.
the Nuggets,
Uh-oh.
with a huge win over the Los Angeles Lakers, sitting at 3-2. And then
Wait a minute. Let me just throw down this real quick right
We're
here.
listening. Okay,
The Lakers,
we're gonna get to that.
where there are no lakes.
Oh, we are going to get to that. Trust me.
I Hey,
We are going to get to that.
they're in my sights, sir, and it's hunting season.
Are you really gonna shoot half? I don't know what the politically correct Down syndrome's deer. You know, you're gonna take that one out. Let it grow, man.
That's fair.
Let it
That's
live its life.
It's too
man.
young.
It's too young.
Too young.
You got Golden State way down at 3-2. Don't worry, boys. They will be back.
Yeah.
Draymond and Poole.
Now
The
they're
clash
friends.
is over. They're best friends. Hey, they had a few assists from each other.
Yeah,
They're friends.
They had a gentleman's disagreement.
They're friends. And Dallas Mavericks, same conversation, 2-2. Hey, you'll be friends.
It'll be all right.
We're gonna skip over Oklahoma
Because OKC is in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, they also competing for the 7-foot man. Then you got the Clippers, 2 and 3.
Also in trouble.
A little bit of an issue. They'll be all right.
They're also in trouble.
And now, the Houston Rockets
Wait a second.
winning it all in 4. Houston time is here
So
in
like,
20 years.
Like yeah, it was like 2052.
Yeah, we traded a lot of nice pieces. Hey, they won in 4.
But wait a minute. Let's go to the Sacramento.
The
Kings.
Sacramento Lakers?
Well,
Hey, they about the same. They both 0-4 now. King James.
Mm.
Oh, LeBron.
Wait a second. Been talking a lot, my man. Promising a lot. One would even say, what's bigger than a promise? A guarantee,
A guarantee.
right?
Because we break promises. We promise that Santa's going to deliver presents. We don't know what our bank account's going to look by then.
Or what Santa's bank account looks like.
That's right. Kids. A wink.
But LeBron, let's be real.
Hey,
Okay.
LeBron has been killing it. You cannot deny. Nobody can deny that LeBron has been very, very fucking good this season.
But I wanna
This
say
team
One of-
is so incomprehensible. Why they built this team to be
to
a little
lose so badly. That's what I was gonna say. But you kind of took my thunder, and I forgive you.
because I like LeBron a lot more than you do. So
I
this
hate LeBron.
I don't hate LeBron.
I hate him.
Why you would build a team around LeBron and AD with 0 fucking shooters?
Yeah, and then throw in. My favorite is when they threw in Russ.
I've never understood it from the beginning. I was happy that the Rockets got rid of Russ, and then when I realized, where Russ was going, I was like,
my
"Why?" I was like,
favorite.
"Rockets, keep Russ, please, for the love of God, for the love of LeBron's legacy, keep Russ."
Love it. I love it.
It's
I
been
love it.
terrible.
And when they do nothing again, I'm gonna love it again.
You were very quiet 2020 when the Dodgers and the Lakers won it all. I just want to say that.
Yeah, but you know what?
There's no such thing as Mickey Mouse seasons, by the way.
No one cares.
Oh, no one cares?
Not one.
No one cares? You don't think LeBron...
As Eddie Murphy once said.
You don't think LeBron's
What
children
have
cares?
you done for me lately?
This was 2 years ago.
It's not as of late. As of right now, my boy's 0-4.
LeBron is my guy. LeBron is my point guard. LeBron is my shooting guard. LeBron is my
And he's
strong.
wearing the collar.
Hey, LeBron is my guy. Don't worry. Hey, if they had Magic, again, Xavier Howard, we'd be good. Because Magic went out on a podcast, and now this is interesting, actually, now that I brought this up. He said, the Russ trade never made sense to me, and I would not have done that if I was still involved in the Lakers organization. And I agree with that 100%. What say you?
It's over the last 3 years, I have ran out of arguments for us.
I like it.
I used to.
No, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt.
I used to be a huge advocate for the. Yeah, exactly. Hall of Fame, first ballot. I used to be a huge advocate for Russ on the season-to-season talks.
Right.
I've ran out of excuses, dog. What? Help me help you, man. Give me a case to give. I feel like the defense attorney to a fucking New York mob's family.
You gotta win or else you're gone, man.
I can't. I'm not a miracle worker guy.
I don't think the Lakers can deal Russ this year. And if they can, then the Lakers
They're not
should
going to get much for him.
Well, that all the Lakers want is some kind of future for Russ. That is literally, they will give Russ away just as long as they don't have to pay his wage. Like,
Agreed.
it is getting ridiculous. Like, if, I don't know, a bottom tier team can get a hold of Russ and be like, hey, lead our team to not a shitty team. Russ looks very well.
Yeah.
But you put him on a good team where he can't be the guy.
But even then, though, finishing has always been an issue.
Well, no, finishing has been great for Russ, but it's been the shooting and the
That's what
inconsistency.
I'm saying.
Like, Russ, when you get him to the rim, usually he's been great, but this year he has
Finishing
been
with the game on the line.
He's been the worst this year, and I've watched a lot of Lakers games. I'm not a Lakers
He
fan.
is not shooting the basketball
well
at all.
Like, good.
Like, at all.
Now you're way
I'm
too
a huge Russ fan, though.
right.
I'm a huge Russ fan.
It kind of takes somebody to be a real dickhead not to be a Russ fan. For what all he's done for the game, and now a lot of people say, oh, he's a ball hog. He's the reason OKC blew up. Let's get it real. Russ is an incredible ball player. He just doesn't work well with other people that need the ball.
Yeah.
He works well with like a Ray Allen. Like I don't know, just give him a shooter. You know, maybe like a Jordan Poole type situation. Not a Steph Curry who controls the floor, but give him somebody who he could just dish it out to.
When it's necessary.
Now, you're way too early. Predictions for the finals. Who you got out of the East?
Obviously, I've got Orlando taking it all.
Okay.
Just so you know. No, let me just tell you, I've got a little bit of a shocker this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that the Hawks come in huge.
Ooh.
I think that's your sleeper.
You know, Jimmy and old Trey have the same hairline. Sorry, Jimmy. Don't look at me like that. It's time, boys.
Hey,
it's time.
I say that they're the sleeper. My sleeper from the... And I like sleepers. You know what I mean?
A good nap.
Yeah.
A good, like...
And also
you
another
seen all
sleeper.
those Dak comfort? Like,
Hey.
just... Love it, man.
Hey, my other sleeper, the Mavs.
I like it.
Luka.
I like it. I like it.
Now, this is far-fetched, but, folks, if it does happen, you heard it here first.
Now, I got Cleveland and Milwaukee.
Wait a minute.
Cleveland and Milwaukee battling it out for the Eastern Conference Championship round.
I like it.
That's huge, right?
I like it.
Now,
love
right
it.
now, it looks like, oh, you're taking the favorites. But no, I believe in Believeland. Okay? They're young. They don't know their mistakes yet. They don't know what they're doing is actually like, hey, maybe you should clean this up a little bit. You know, they're playing really well, and that's gonna translate. You know what I mean?
It.
Now they're gonna go against the Clippers, who are really hard. They're gonna go against Philadelphia, that's really hard. Minus James Harden in the playoffs. Trust me, I'm a Rockets fan. I know all about James Harden in the playoffs. I got Milwaukee winning that game. They're going to the finals.
Okay.
That might be the cheesy pick, but I mean, it's hard to compete with Milwaukee.
I went
right now.
bold. I'm not gonna lie, I went bold.
But I agree with you on one point, because in the Western Conference Championship, it is going to be Golden State and Dallas Mavericks battling it out. And I just don't believe Golden State is going to be healthy enough. That is my reasoning.
Wow,
I got the Mavericks and Milwaukee in the finals.
Okay.
Write it down so we know. Mavs versus Mill. That's what I got. Write it down. Take it home. Put that bet on DraftKings. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put $2. Hey, DraftKings. Got you. That's what I got.
I love that.
You love it.
I love that.
Now take me to something you also love.
He winds up. He shoots. He scores. Let's go to NHL, huh?
Did not say the Red Wings.
Hey, but we're looking good this year.
We are.
I'm gonna go ahead and start us off in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Something I did not expect.
Something we all hate.
Because if you don't hate Boston,
Except for the Celtics for Mark.
yeah, well, come on.
Got to root for one winner.
Yeah, fuck the Bruins. 7-1 with no overtime losses.
Huge. 14 points.
Big regulation team so far. 14 points. Philly,
Where
10
did they
points.
come
Who
from?
the fuck?
Fuck Philly, dude. I
Whoa.
swear. This is the worst year for me.
The Flyers were probably worse than a Russian league team, huh?
Ooh, Russians would coming for you.
Yeah. 5-2 with 10 points. Carolina, 4-1 and 1 with 9 points. And I love to see this. I love to see this, folks. Pittsburgh, not down far enough, but they are down. 4-2-1 with 9 points.
You can't expect Pittsburgh to be this low, though, all year.
Yeah, I can't, because fuck Pittsburgh.
Man, don't get me started.
Hey, the Panthers, 4-3-1.
Crosby.
The Make-Beliefs, 4-3-1, also 9 points. And the Sabres, what's going on?
Also, DraftKings, vote for Austin Matthews to be MVP.
And Ottawa, the Devils, the Wings, the Caps, the Lightning.
Which do not expect the Lightning to be this low all year.
No.
They have zero depth, but their front lines are really
is
good.
stupid good. The Habs and the Rangers with a new look at the captaincy there. All 8 points. No one cares about the Islanders or the.
I really hate that though, because the Islanders really did have let's talk hockey for a second, okay?
They can have a team. They have a shot.
I thought the last 2 years they really did have a shot at making something
The
special.
problem is though, is they're expecting. It's kind of like the Padres. They're expecting 2 or 3 guys to be superhuman. You need a full roster.
No, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Cowboys fan in me that just makes me want to believe in people that fucking choke in the playoffs. But I don't know why. But I really got a feeling on the make believes this year. I really like the make believes this
Austin
year.
from
Austin.
Gilbert
Hey, on the show maybe
from the AZ.
the easy AZ.
I wouldn't be mad if they won.
No,
I don't hate that.
no.
But, folks, Yzerman doing what he did in the offseason. So many trades, so many signings, so many draft picks.
A lot of good work. And once
Hey.
we get our
Just a small town boy.
hey,
Born and raised in South Detroit.
where did he go?
Hey,
He took the
midnight train
Going
going to
in.
the Stanley Cup, son. Don't lose faith. We keep on believing because we don't
It's
stop.
wing season.
Let's go.
It's wing season. Finally, something we totally
Let's
agree on.
go. All right, take me to the Western Conference before I get carried away.
Who the fuck saw this?
I
Who the fuck saw this?
don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Vegas,
Mm.
6-2,
With the real Iron Man.
and then you got the Stars,
Mm.
5-2. And then you got Calgary. Hey, 5-1.
Them Flames went out pretty quick,
Then
man.
you got Edmonton. Now, also DraftKings.
Hey, the Battle of Alberta, huh?
Vote for Connor McDavid.
All day long. That kid is something special.
I wanted Detroit to move up in the draft. They had a chance. They were drafted number 4 when Connor McDavid went number 1. Obviously, give the future for Connor McDavid. I've been on this train for a while.
Yeah.
And then you got Colorado 4-2, who made a huge,
It's huge.
push last year. And Chicago.
No one cares. You will fall.
Black Hawk down.
Mm.
That's what's gonna happen. Fuck you, Cody.
Amen.
Code Red.
Amen.
Then you got Winnipeg going 4-3. And hey, I like this
I
team.
don't mind them.
I like it. I like the color. I like the scheme. I like the mask. Everything about it.
And they like cracking heads.
Hey, the Krakens.
Let's go.
With a losing record, but we're not going to talk about that.
Hey, they're still got 8
3-4.
points. The overtime losses count.
Yeah, 3-4-2. Then you got the Kings down there with Minnesota, Nashville, St. Louis, the Sharks, and Arizona.
Hey,
Very
the
low.
Yotes are in a lot of trouble for a lot of years.
And threatening to leave Arizona, which we
Yeah.
don't like. But they're not last, with Vancouver and Anaheim at the bottom. But that's not people you want to be competing with. But that is NHL for you,
Let's
huh?
moving on. You don't hate it. You don't love it.
But
We have a show to talk about.
with love,
The Doctor of Love.
where can you find that?
Right there on Facebook Live.
With Stephen Pierce,
Every Friday night.
former NFLPA,
And
president
of the NFL Players Association. I know he already said it, but I don't think you guys understand how important that is.
the former president.
Yeah. And also our dear friend.
Very
And
good friend.
Partner.
Partner.
Show some love.
Friend and partner.
Some blue collar love.
How can you not show love? Hey,
All right. It's
we've
been a
talked our
show.
shit.
You guys have a good week.